All right, it's lit. SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame. YouTube.com/ nothing left to do but win. It's your boy Chaotic Flame, and you're here with nothing left to do but win. So obviously you have nothing left to do but win. Got a couple good people with me. My man, 100 grand, Young Shaka, official gun popper.
We good. We out here. We eating good. We eating good. It's good, America. Yeah.
So
I
what's
feel
up?
like
How
I
y'all
need to
doing?
have more sunglasses too.
You got some?
I do.
Ain't nothing
Hold
but a
on,
thing.
somebody
Come
go bring this
on,
up.
you ain't gotta see to be on this situation. This show is a vision. This is a vision free zone right here.
Yeah, we good. We good. So yeah, it's been a while since we've been
With your
live.
blind ass.
In fact, hold on, I'm gonna shoot the link out for a second.
Yeah, go for it. And just for America, I got some dinner right here. So you see me eating.
Let me go get my sunglasses.
There you go. If you see me eating from time to time, that's because I'm eating from time to time. It's not a magic show. I am literally hungry, and there's food in front of me. That's all it really fucking is.
Yo, you know what, yo? I want to give a shout out to my guy. I'm gonna wait for some people to come up and hey, there we go. Hey, nice, looking good. Cheer.
I can't see worth nothing.
It's all good.
Sometimes I can't see a damn thing. I can look white. I don't know what the fuck going on. Everything blurry. Don't ask me to drive. Girl, you better pull together. Yeah.
I can't see y'all.
Cheetah, what's it like? What is it like? Can you explain to me what not seeing is? Like what does it feel like? What is
when you wear glasses and you don't have them on, everything is blurry. You know how when you first wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
And you got all the gooey stuff in your eyes, the eye boogies.
Yeah.
And you have a hard time seeing.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
Girl, how many fingers I got up?
I can see that.
All right. I'm just trying to like.
I can see that.
You trying to gauge it?
Figure it all out. America wants to know too. And there's a lot of Americans that just see normally. And they're like, I don't understand what the fuck these people are talking
So here's
about.
the thing. I can drive during the day without my glasses.
Oh my
God!
Yep.
We're all gonna die if I get in the car without.
Right, yo, that's my brothers. My brothers are the same way. They always talk about driving at night. How it's like basically like driving at night is like
it's a
whistling. It's like whistling at a white woman 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Whoa! Don't do that shit.
You're gonna die.
So whistling at white women in Mississippi.
And I have an astigmatism, so that makes it a lot worse.
Like it makes everything like boom, boom.
It makes lights look really
Gucci Mane just dropped a track called "Take That," and it's allegedly a Diddy diss. Gucci Mane just diss Diddy, bro.
Stop! No, you didn't. Now you just you lying, right?
He making stuff up now.
It's on World Star. I can't play it here.
Oh, it happened.
It's a video. It's on World Star.
Oh my god!
Like a music video. Like they recorded a thing in the
4 minutes.
A
4 It's called Take That. It's called Take That. I swear to God.
No, it's not.
And Gucci got credibility. Gucci got credibility in the hood, so I ain't denying nothing Gucci say. It's a damn shame, man. It's all a damn shame.
Yo, a lot going on in hip hop right now, though.
Yeah, Cat Williams went on the Shay Shay joint. It was like, hey man, this year is going down, and that nigga ain't lie a bit. We almost halfway through the year, and he just basically said like, yo, this is the year where everything gonna come out. And lo and behold,
everybody's being exposed.
Yeah, even our rap artists. And you know what?
Wait, from Nickelodeon to hip hop.
Yeah,
Everybody's being exposed.
Yeah, and honestly, Taylor Swift is being exposed to being a juggernaut. Oh my God, she's a juggernaut. It's exposed, like in everything. Like honestly, the only people, as far as the rap beefs are concerned, Joe, we still haven't had. Hove hasn't entered the chat.
He's not going to.
No. Not yet. But if Hove is going to ever drop an album ever, he will enter the chat inevitably. It's his responsibility. This is his genre.
I don't think he's going
to. No matter what you think about Hove, whether you like, I don't like the music, whatever. This is his thing. Like
Shaka on one right now. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this. Yeah.
Like Jay-Z is literally like you go to a whorehouse and there's a mom in the whorehouse. That's Hove, yo. Like no matter what you think about the whore, no matter what you think about the mom, she's still the mom. She still owns the music and all that shit. So basically, if Hove ever wants to go back in, this is Hove shit. And also,
Jay-Z or Nas? Just answer. Jay-Z or Nas?
Nas.
Okay, me too. Nas.
Yeah, it's always been Nas. But
not always. I yield. I'm not proceed. It wasn't always Nas, bro. But
right. It's been Nas for like 15 years. But it's been like who is the mom? That's always been Hove. Like who's a better rapper? Who makes better albums? That's a whole
so let
other
me ask
thing.
You this. Let me ask you this. What Jay-Z album is better than any Nas album?
Any Nas? Oof.
Yeah, that's honestly pretty easy. I would just say that Reasonable Doubt is better than what's the one where like Nas is like sitting around there like Tupac and shit? Like there's plenty of Hove. Yeah, that's a simple question. But I'm talking about Hove's arc, like Hove's business arc, like the business of rap is Hove. Nobody's saying like Nas is in there like no. Everybody like Nas is in there rapping, but like Hove is in there like cooking it up, cooking the shit out of it. He is literally the landlord.
You think we get one more out of Jay-Z? Is what you're saying? One more, just one more.
I'm saying if we get one more from Hove, we get his take on this entire thing.
Oh my God, Shaka,
like, he's Hove.
Shaka, I just understood what you were saying.
Right.
I get what you're saying now. Yes, if he does drop now, we're going to get his. Yes, you're right. We're going to get his entire view and perspective and take on what the fuck been happening.
Right,
for sure.
And so there's only one other person who has been quiet.
Dave East.
Yeah,
I'm just playing, bro.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, Nas is everybody's in this situation. Nas is everybody's cool uncle who comes to all the barbecues, who give all the kids $5 and don't nobody give a fuck because Nas is cool and he that nigga. When it's time for his funeral, everybody gonna go because Nas passed, and that's crazy. And everybody gonna be like, that's crazy, and then go. He gave everybody money at the time. He was always that nigga when he was alive, and now he died. Yo, we all gotta go to Nas's joint. But you know who's silent so far? And we waiting for him? The everybody hope. Yo, wait till Weezy drop. Weezy got something to say. He ain't never got nothing to say. That's next.
I wonder if it's just beefing season and we just about to just start getting the
It's a beefing year.
Yes, I love it, and I love it.
I'm telling you, when Cat Williams said this is the year,
Yeah.
Right. He said, "Yo, this is the year when we're just gonna expose everything, and everything's gonna come out." It's been a dormant.
Dropped your phone, Sheeta.
Dormant.
I know.
Drop something.
So now it's like you got. I mean, shit, you even got Chris Brown and Quavo beefing. Like, I didn't know y'all niggas didn't like each other. Well, let me warm myself up to this shit.
Chris Brown is mad.
Yeah, even Chris Brown out here rapping.
Wow.
I feel like it's
What's
a
up,
very
Mo?
good
What's going
strategic
on?
marketing. It's strategic marketing to throw your shots right now. If you beefing with somebody, throw your shots now. Get a bag real quick or something.
Yeah, get a bag real quick.
Yeah, get a bag for sure. Nigga, like, you know, Rick Ross, like, niggas wasn't really talking about Ross too much until last week. Now they talking about Ross.
Drake, yeah, that's that Drake. That's that Ross flow.
I fucks with Ross though. I like Ross. He paints pictures, man. He paints pictures.
I like
he
it
makes
too.
beautiful music.
I like it too. He make
Can we just admit that he's a weirdo?
Who do you mean he's a weirdo?
Rick Ross. He's a weirdo.
Why he a weirdo?
He a weirdo. Like I feel like he low key gay. I feel like that.
Why?
I do. I just do. It's something about him and the way he carry himself. I just feel like he low key gay. I could be wrong. But that's just
I don't know. I never got that from Ross. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I never got that from him.
Lyrics don't be like
gay. Rare Sense in the building. What's up?
Hey, don't be out here. Like, hey, we gonna fill in this.
Don't do it, Shaka. Don't do it. Shaka, don't.
That's exactly what it is. What is this shit? Some weird ass hand. What is that?
That's our virtual handshake, Shaka. That's all it is. It's our virtual handshake.
What it mean? What does it mean? What's going on?
Exactly what you said. It means exactly what you said.
Get them, hey, taking them balls, but getting them pockets, girl. Y'all so damn.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all nasty as fuck. Hey, all they do, I'm gonna put my shades on for this. All they do is be like, hey, why don't they respect us? We out here trying to be special, we trying to be good, trying to be great. And then they see own little secret society, they like, take yeah. Look,
I'm glad that you called it a secret society, bro.
Now you got my wife.
What's popping?
Crazy, but that's what y'all fucking did. Y'all did that shit.
Look, I gotta catch my breath.
I ain't make nothing up.
No, you made nothing up except for the secret society. We got our own Illuminati going on, according to you.
Damn right, y'all got something going on. Hey yo, Ira. Hey yo, what if every time we linked up, we were just like, y'all be like, what the fuck?
Yo, for real.
What the fuck? Hey yo, all right. Never forget, yo. Never forget. This is wild. Yeah, exactly. That's our gang, yo, for life. Christian come on here for 4 seconds. You all like, remember, Sheeta, never forget. Never forget. What the fuck is going on?
It's just it's an honest reminder to let us remember to please our men. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's good.
It ain't for everybody. That's it. It ain't for everybody. It's just us reminding the other one to, be pleasing.
Yeah, for sure.
Shaka, you took that somewhere way left, okay?
Oh shit!
I didn't even know I did though. I just thought I was just expressing what y'all was trying to do. I didn't know I was taking it too far. It sounded like.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hilarious, bro. Hilarious. Check this out. I had a question from a while ago that I wanted to ask again.
You want to ask me?
No, I'm gonna ask to everybody. I'm gonna start with you though, and because I already know, I kind of know what you're gonna say, and should there be 100% financial transparency in a serious relationship?
I mean, yeah, if it's a serious relationship, you can't be out here saving money for one thing where somebody else is saving money for another thing. I mean, I'm sure to work, but I don't know how it would work if you hide my financial secrets for a long period of time. So you have to do it because life is complicated and money is complicated too.
Yeah,
so you kind of like add secrecy, because when you add secrecy with your money, you create secrecy with your life. And good luck to anybody who does it. I know people who do it, so it's fine. But yeah, it's odd. It's odd for me.
Well worded. Let's bring up Cheetah. I'm gonna just ask the question for clip purposes. So,
sure.
Should there be 100% financial transparency in a serious relationship?
If you are cohabitating, yes. If you are not cohabitating and you are not building together, then no. We need to be understanding where the money is going and what we're working toward. So yes, if you are cohabitating and you are building together, there should be 100%.
Crystal clear. Let me ask Mrs. Rare Sense the same question. In a relationship, should there be 100% financial transparency? And hello to you as well.
Hi. I'm going to answer your question with a question. You ready?
Sure.
Is 100% financial transparency the opposite of financial abuse?
I don't know. That's I'm gonna have to bring everybody else up for that one. All right, let me bring up everybody to see if anyone else wants to chime in on that one. So
say that one more time.
Is 100% financial transparency the opposite of financial abuse?
I don't think
Shock,
so.
You muted. You got to unmute yourself, brother, if you are conversing.
Yeah. What is financial abuse?
Yeah, I was just about
financial
to say that.
Can you define
is financial
when
abuse?
One person has control of all of the money, basically, and they use it against the person that does not have control of the money.
Okay, when you put it that way, yeah, I do feel like that can be the opposite of financial abuse, because with open transparency with finances, you're basically allowing both parties access and knowledge of the funds and how they're being used, how they're being what it's going to. I fully agree with what Rashida said. It all depends on, like, even we all know serious relationships that aren't like fully invested, so if you're fully cohabitating to the point where, like, even deeper than just living with each other, if y'all are making decisions like buying vehicles or going on trips together, things like that, then yeah, you need financial, like, full open financial between each other. So yeah, that could definitely be the opposite of financial abuse, because yeah, everybody has control.
Right.
So if you are in a serious relationship to the point where you two are building together, how would it be beneficial if you two didn't have financial transparency? How is that beneficial to the relationship?
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
Well,
and at that point, y'all aren't in a serious relationship.
I don't necessarily
because if y'all
agree
just
with
go
that.
together, like, you don't need to know how much I make. Mind your business.
Right.
But
I don't necessarily agree with that, because I do feel there are ways to not have to fully disclose. I'm a firm believer in a joint account, and then each person having their own separate.
I agree with that too.
Away from a joint account, where the joint account goes towards bills and plans and building, and then you do what you want with your money. So that's not full transparency. But it is having a plan and working together. So that's why I asked the question I asked, because there are different avenues for that question.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
think
like even with that could still be full
Mm-hmm.
transparency because
I think so too.
if well, I can see how it isn't because if you're not letting your partner know an account on the side, you're just like funneling money to an offshore account. Like that's kind of like I wouldn't say that's abuse. That's more like lying,
That's
financial
dishonest.
like financial dishonesty. We'll
But
we'll
does this
we'll, we'll
include
coin that
assets
term.
as well? So like let's say stocks. So
mm,
so what about
Oh,
assets?
so okay,
And
I
so
don't
I don't
really do
necessarily feel like
stocks,
it's
but
dishonesty either.
I kind of well, it depends on how you do it. But to go off what you were just saying, I do a little like sports betting. Like, anybody know
Yeah.
me? I call it my penny bets, but I place 10-cent bets, and my wife knows every time I bet. Whether I hit or not, she knows. But that's just me. So I do kind of feel like assets matter too with
Mm-hmm.
with it because that's a source of income technically, if you really think about it. Whether you're touching it right this second or whether you're able to touch it right this second or not, it's a way that you're making money. That would be the same thing as if you had a little side bit. Like I've seen stories where it's like people will own a house and then rent it, quote unquote, rent it out with their spouse, and their spouse doesn't know that they own the house. And it's just like you
I've
got the
seen that
person that
That
before
you,
is so
too.
yeah,
trifling.
like you got the person that you're quote unquote building with and in love with, paying you rent. You know,
That is so
um,
trifling.
That's
yeah,
That's
ridiculous.
pretty heavy.
That's dishonest. See, that's
yeah.
why I say there has to
But
be
that's why I don't
transparency.
disagree with. That's why I don't disagree with you, Kristen, because it kind of depends on how.
Right.
yeah.
So
Well,
I
even
I mean,
in the sports,
depends on how talks about like the limitations of that human being. Though, like, oh, you want some like basically, if me and my spouse had a situation where it's like, Shaka, do what you want, and you'll never get caught. I don't necessarily know how far I would go with this situation. And money is power. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like money is power. So you give somebody limitation, you give somebody these unreasonable limits, like, hey, you could push throw money in here and I'll never fucking know about it. Which I if y'all cool about it, that's cool. But realize that everybody ain't perfect. And honestly, it's the bind in the contract that keeps people faithful, right? It's not just like if I just have unlimited resources, I'm just out here. Oh man, I'm just not out here fucking bitches. But it's the construct. It's the marriage. It's the construct. It's the
Can I
system
can
that
I tell a funny story real quick?
keeps me faithful. What's up? What's up, Moot?
So before me and my wife got married, like about a year before me and my wife got married, I lost my
He was out
job.
here doing shit. I get that. I
Nah,
get that.
nah, I
Yeah.
wasn't out here doing that. I lost my job, so I was out of work
Mm.
for a while, and it kind of stressed me out. I ended up getting a job, and it was restaurant work. And for a while, my wife was making a lot more than me, and she was fully transparent with her wages. And I won't say it bothered me, but we're men, well, except Chris, except Kristen Rashida. Um,
Thank you.
we're men. Y'all know our role. Know what I mean? We supposed to be the providers. Yada yada yada. So I wasn't making as much, and I wasn't transparent with my wage not my like I wasn't transparent with how much money I was bringing home with my wife. I would just let her know like I can take care of things whenever things needed to be taken care of. I made it happen. I mean, whether it was through my checks or not. But we got to a point to where like I had to be open. Like we were planning a lot. We were planning the wedding, a bunch of extra stuff, and I had to be open because it got to the point where things were a little overwhelming. If anybody's ever planned a wedding, y'all know that is not an easy thing to plan. So I had to swallow my pride, my sane pride, and I had to be fully open and transparent with my wage. And it's not like my wife isn't with me for the money. Like she knows I can, when it comes down to it, I'm a working man. I'm always make sure we good, like always. But that's not what she here for. And we had to have that type of conversation in order for me to fully be comfortable with the fact that she was making bank,
Yeah,
she was making bank, and
yeah. My homie is in a
it
situation
it
where his wife, if I could, not to cut you, I'll give you the floor right back. My homie's
yeah
in a
nah
situation where his wife makes triple what he makes, and we converse all the time, and there's just a lot of energy shift that comes. There's an energy shift that comes with
yeah
that. But yeah, proceed, brother.
She be telling that
yeah
nigga to
definitely
shut the
does
fuck
yeah
up.
because she was
I be making jokes. I'm like, damn, dog,
Right.
you gotta raise your hand before you talk in your crib, cuz. Like,
You better lower
yeah
your voice when you talk.
she was making double what I was making.
yeah,
But
It's not
That's
yeah,
funny.
hilarious.
it's a thing to where you have to get to that level in your relationship to be able to have those type of conversations to where it's like you can be comfortable and y'all can understand that, all right, cool, we gonna get it. Like you might not make as much, and I make this, or whatever whatever your situation may be, and y'all just got to be able to have that conversation. And people have to be able to be that mature in their relationships to do things like that. So there is a certain level that you have to be at to be able to have that full, like, because Shaka was basically saying like a comfort level thing. Like, what if it's just a thing to where like I'm not making this and you making this? So, like, you just gotta have that level of comfort in your relationship. But
yeah.
I'm gonna get the floor up.
See, this is why I say, if it's somebody that you are seriously building with, there has to be full transparency. There shouldn't be where we can't have certain discussions, because we got to talk about, if we are building something together, if we are trying to acquire properties and all
Yeah.
like, we got to talk about that kind of stuff. If I make more than you, that's okay. We got it. If I got it, we got it. There should always be 3 bank accounts anyway, the household and our separate accounts to do whatever we would like to, as long as what needs to go in the household account is in the household account. So it shouldn't be a thing where, because I make more money than you got to lower your voice when you talk to me, because the household money is the household money.
Yeah.
I just
You ever made
And
like
I'm a firm
200
believer in the
racks a year?
percentage.
It might
So if,
change it.
And that was the thing. She
right.
always made sure like I was the man in that. Like like she always made sure I handled things. Like we go out, like like she never made me
back
feel
pass,
less.
Tony.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she be sliding
exactly.
the card under the table, ass nigga. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Know what I mean? She
Yeah,
never made
I've
me
been
feel
there.
like, lesser.
and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong
No.
with that, because sometimes
The
in a
sad part.
relationship,
Oh, sorry.
sometimes she has the qualifications that
You
you
got next,
want to
Chris.
have the higher paying job,
Yup,
and
that's
that's
Right.
exactly what it
okay.
was. Know what I mean?
That's
She got the
okay.
degree, know what I mean? So yeah, do your
And
thing. I'm here for it.
I honestly wish that there could be more relationships where it's not a private thing for the man. She shouldn't have to slide the card under the table. She makes more money. She makes more money. That's why when people ask me what I'm looking for, I say I'm looking for a partner, because it's not about 50-50. It's not about making you feel like the man and the leader in my home, our home with the kids, all the good stuff. It's not about, oh, I make more money, so I'm the one that's at the head of the household. Like, that's not how that works.
You know why I
And
agree
people
with sliding
clearly
the card under the
understand.
table?
Mhm.
Because no matter how I see him, I don't want the world to see him as less than because I am the one putting the card on the table. So
Right.
because I see him the way I see him anyway, but I don't want the world to see him as less than because I am paying
Yeah,
for dinner or I am paying for
yeah,
XYZ. So yeah, I'll slide the card under the table. Go ahead, boo. Show the
yeah.
world you paying for
It was
dinner.
a
But I
Show
mean,
the
specific
if
world
that's
time.
if that's the case,
right.
Sheeta, if that's the case, though, cash app that nigga $300 before y'all leave, and all of that goes out the window, and it won't
Yeah,
have to be
I was
That's
just
true
about to
too.
say
clear.
that it was a specific time we was out. We had all went out. Me, her mom, her sisters in college. So she came out here. It was a whole big thing. And yeah, she had sent me the bread on my cash app, man. It was like, yeah, go ahead, pay for dinner. Simple as that.
Because I
And
don't have a problem with that.
it wasn't even a thing. I mean, I didn't like. I wasn't like. I was. We was literally just sitting there, and I felt my phone vibrate. Boom.
Yeah,
I was like,
no, that's
okay.
what's up.
I mean,
And she handled it well. She handled it well. I personally feel as though it's if that's a hallmark of your relationship. I had the opposite of what you had, where I decided, even though I was making twice what he was making, once I got pregnant with our first child, I decided to stay at home and be a mom. It was financially more sound for one of us to stay home because at that point in time, daycare for an infant was more than our apartment. So I stayed home, and that led to so much drama, which usually would wind up with him doing something behind my back and saying, well, it's my money, I can do what I want with it. Yeah. So that's why I asked the question in the first place of whether or not it's the opposite of financial abuse, because it's a slippery slope whenever there's any dishonesty. Goji, you brought up the idea of like sports betting, and Chaotic, you brought up investments. It's all good as long as you're winning. But if you go out there and lose $500, then it's a problem. Yeah, see your face? It's a problem. So it's like if you're transparent about it up front and the risks that you're taking in either of those scenarios, then it's not so much of a blow if it doesn't come back the way. You know, how many women are sitting out here right now because nigga joked them out of their taxes talking about he was gonna flip it.
I'm sorry. If you let that happen, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Hey,
so can I say one thing real quick? Just
Go ahead, brother.
based off of how you described it in the beginning, it's kind of a difference between one person being the breadwinner and not being fully transparent about their funds, and both people bringing in money and one of the people not being fully transparent. The only reason I say it's a difference is because yeah, that's fully like if when my wife was working and I wasn't, if she was out here doing a bunch of stuff for herself and going out to eat and leaving me home and not like that, going on trips and leaving me, and like that would be financial abuse. I mean, she's using the fact that she's making all this money and I'm not making anything against me. I mean, I'm just a stay at home fucking
So
nanny. But if both of
right.
us were making money and it was a thing to where I'm putting all my money in and she's only putting half her money in, I would feel some type of way if I was to find out, but I feel like that's less. It's still kind of abuse, but it's lesser because
Yes, less
I
egregious.
still have my money. I can make the same decision she's making at the end of the day if I want to.
But then what
I'm
would
just
be, if
not.
y'all are 50-50, so to speak, what would be the harm in her putting in what you put in and keeping the rest to herself? Like what?
Nothing
Okay.
at all. If we were going 50-50 and it's at that point it becomes less of a a problem between as a us going 50-50 thing, and more of a moral standard. If
Right.
we're building towards something and you know you got the means to help a little more, it's just like paying off your car note, right? If your car note is $250 and you're making enough money to where you can pay $400 a month on your car note and you're only paying $250, it's going to take even longer to get there, right?
Thank you, baby.
As opposed to let me
Right.
pay that extra $150 on top.
Mhm.
So it's more of a moral thing. Like if we're building towards getting a car or getting a house together or a wedding, and
Right.
I'm only making $2,500 a month and you're making $4,000 a month, and I'm like,
Right.
I bet I can put up 15 a month, and you're like, I bet I only put up 15. Instead of saying, I could put up two, maybe 25.
Each his
But I
own.
It's
guess
a
the reason why I
moral thing,
asked that
you
goes
know.
back to the pride thing though too, because if you can only put up 15 a month and I agree to match that, am I not holding back to not
It
sacrifice
depends
your
on,
pride?
but that's where, like I
It's the
said,
same as the
that's
body
where
count. Like I got 30 and she got 340. It's gonna make a nigga feel bad at some
340
point.
is
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like
340 is wild. But
Niggas ain't touching
okay,
once
no.
again, like I said, that comes back to a conversation in your relationship. That has to be
right,
a thing to where y'all have to be good enough in your relationship to where the man feels good enough to put his pride aside because he feels like his woman is the person holding his pride, not him putting his pride to the side and it's just sitting somewhere so his woman can make fun of him. He has to make sure that the woman who he's putting his pride aside for is the one who's holding his pride and holding him down and going to make sure that he don't feel like less of a man because she's right
Yeah.
there with him. Know what I mean?
Yep.
So at the end of the day, like I said, that's the conversation me and her had, to the point where now I'm the one out here holding it down while she's at home taking care of the baby,
right. It's
because
dope.
she made me feel comfortable enough to, she boost when I was low, she boosted me back up to get back to where I can get back out there and do what I gotta do. And now I'm the one handling things, and it's not a thing to where I'm holding it over her head. Shit, I'm over here running over the goddamn Burger Kings right now trying to find that cloud drink for her because she just asked me for something to drink.
My
Aww.
man.
Because
My
that's the
man.
type of relationship we have. Know what I mean? It's nothing to where I'm holding it over her head. She never held it over my head. She held it down
I
for
love
me.
it.
Like she held it down. So I'ma hold it down. But that's a conversation. And that's how you know your relationship is serious. When as a man you
Right.
can feel like I don't have to feel no type of way about my woman making more bread than me. Because she already said when she done with the maternity leave, she back at it. And I'm here for it. I'm supporting. If I gotta take less hours, I'm with it. Because I know she's gonna be able to find a job where she busting more than most people in the state of New Jersey can get. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna be the idiot, the prideful fool to be like, well, don't do that. I want to live terribly. No, let's live it up. If you can make that bread, let's make that bread. I'm with it.
Well, sadly, the
But it
nuclear
comes
family agenda made it so that the women are the breadwinners now to a lot of extents. Like they made it so that the men can't get those jobs.
yup.
And so, it takes a good amount of strong self-esteem to understand that and be willing to, be the other half of support. Again, it's not about the title for me, it's about the partnership. If I'm busting my ass 15 hours a day and I'm bringing home enough, why can't you do the dishes? Why can't you, you know, do the housework or do the things that would technically be the woman's work if you look at what the way society has things set up? It
Yeah.
just, if you honestly feel as though your wife is your partner or your husband is your partner, you are going to support them through whatever. So I'm happy for you and your wife that y'all have found each other. All three of y'all men have found a nice lady to lay up with and do partnership type things with, and it's dope.
Now, here's what I say to that. I'm all for the partnership thing, but there are certain things that I'm just never going to do.
Like what?
When it comes to certain heavy lifting, I'm not doing it. If
All right.
it comes to like anything nasty or dirty, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. I will pay
I
somebody
beg
to
to
do it
differ.
before I do it. I'm just not. Because if I got to do it with these three boys in the house and potentially a man in the house, what are you here for? I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I'm the opposite.
I'm
I
never
mean, I
never
feel
going
you
to
on
pull
that,
the
but that's a
trash can to the
different
curb.
conversation. That's a different
It's a
conversation.
little different, but you know, whatever works in each relationship, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that that's something that could be worked out, you know what I'm saying? But like, what are some like big modern issues that you guys are seeing in the dating space? I don't know, like what's like a big disconnect that you're seeing right now? Like if you just want to talk about
Hobosexuals. These niggas fucking for a place to live.
Homeless sexuals.
Homeless
And
sexuals.
bitches
I'm
do it
sick of these
too.
hobos out
Bitches
here.
do it
They
too.
walk around. Oh my God, all of them, everybody. I'm sick of these fucking homeless
They got
sexuals
nowhere to
fucking
go.
for a place to live. Look, outside is there every day.
Nah, hold
Michael
up.
Jackson said they follow each other home because they ain't got nowhere to go. I'm sick of them fucking for a place to live. I'm tired of it.
But is that a
man.
phase that we all go
It
through
is.
at one point? Because I
Nope,
remember
never.
I had to use what I had to use to stay where I had to stay for about a year to get right. I had to sling it to hang
Nah.
it.
Nah, sorry.
Hey,
No.
it be like
Here's the
that.
thing.
I mean,
Here's the thing.
sometimes you
There
gotta
have
put
been
yourself into a
nights.
better position by getting into a
Oh
better
my
position.
God.
You feel
Nah,
me?
I'm telling y'all, there have been nights where I've sat in an empty house on the floor, back hurting, crying, streaming tears because I couldn't sell it. I couldn't strip for it. My morals wouldn't let me be that. I'm gonna go and work. If I gotta go into a shelter, then no, there are things out there for people that don't have a home to
You
help them
remind me
get a
of a
home.
female I know. Person.
No, I can't do
Yeah,
it. Like
she's-
I would be mad at my friends. Like, bitch, how dare you? How dare you hoe and then come over here and Gucci? Get the fuck out of my broke ass house. I would be mad. I would be mad because
If I could, since you just said that, to piggyback off that, I wasn't home. I just found a nice young lady with an apartment. That's all I did. And I just did what I had to do. But I was definitely not out on fucking 7th and Leland trying to make something happen, flagging
what's
cars
the difference, Chaotic? What's the difference, bro?
I wound up.
Let me tell you what.
She wound up being my girlfriend for like.
Yep,
3 years.
I was just about to say that.
Created a relationship and a
No.
partnership with somebody.
Yep.
I promise
And
you
I was
that
working.
whatever you create from it is not there now because it was transactional in the beginning. You did that shit to have a place to stay.
What?
Don't try to fucking justify
I'm married.
it.
I married this woman.
See, look, man.
Let me tell you a story. You know what I'm saying? I used to, me and her met in high school, you know what I'm saying? But then she went to college, right? And she went to an all-girl college, and I used to come visit her. You know what I mean? I had just got kicked out of my mother crib, so I was hopping between homie's crib, and then I was staying at her college some nights. And then it flipped. Know what I mean? She got into a situation, and then I was living back with my mother. She ended up staying with me for a little bit, and then we ended up getting our own apartment. Fast forward,
You carrying
couple
a
years,
night bag around town is not the same as I met a nice lady because she had a place to stay and I didn't. It's not the same intention.
Like, I don't know. Like,
I'm
I ain't
just
had
saying,
nowhere to
it's-
go. Know what I'm saying? I'm back with her. But even
there was
it got
places.
even deeper earlier.
But let's be honest. Let's
It
be
was.
honest about it. Let's be honest and call a spade a spade.
Exactly.
There are a
I
lot
found the
of
best
women
one.
that know that that's what it is, and they just don't care.
Right.
Let's just
That
call
part.
it what it is. Because I know some
No,
people
because they
like
would
that.
much rather
They
have
know
somebody
that nigga
there
don't
than
got
not.
nowhere to go. So you can come on
Mhm.
over here. You ain't got to
Yep.
bring nothing but you and it.
But here's the thing: it's a lot of men fucking for an
Exactly.
upgrade too. So they got a air mattress in the studio
It's a
apartment,
lot of
and
women.
they found a women.
Listen.
Yeah, them too. A lot of people. Let's just say people, because it's
lot
more
of
women
people.
than men.
Listen,
It's more women than men if you
no,
ask
I
me.
was going to
I'm
say
tired of the whole
it's
prostitute culture at this point. I've always said that marriage is prostitution when it's societally bound, where the man makes all the money and the woman stays home, because he's basically paying for pussy and maid service. Like, yeah, this is why I don't want to get married, Sheeta. I'm over it because it's all transactional when you really look at it. They talk about make a fucking honest woman out of her. That ain't honest. That ain't honest. That's why men go to college to get their degree, their PhD, their bachelor, and women go to college to get their MRS. They're looking at the men to see who's going to get the better degree.
You saying the quiet parts out loud. You
God
saying
damn
the
it.
quiet parts out loud.
I failed again. I'm sorry. My fault. My
Nah,
bad.
you gotta when you feel it, you gotta let it out. You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
be
all
saying
good.
I
the
mean,
quiet parts out
I have
loud.
been saying the quiet parts
Big
out
facts.
loud my whole life.
Clip
I
it.
have been saying the quiet parts out loud my whole life, and it's hard to curtail that now that at my big age. It's hard to curtail it. I just feel like the whole idea of marriage is transactional, and it's bullshit. That's why men so-called are the cheaters, because they're looking at the surface and they see a pretty girl that can beat the trophy, and when she's no longer that after she's had the 3 kids and the stretch marks and things ain't sitting up where they used to, they're on to the younger chick. That's the storyline, right? It's transactional.
For men that don't know any better.
Correct. Like I said,
The
that's
Brian
the story,
McKnights of the world.
and that's not everybody.
The Brian McKnights of the world.
Oh Lord, have mercy. He just find a cave
That man going straight
and go into it.
That's a wild boy. That's a wild boy right there.
He ain't no wilder than Tyrone up the street. We all know a Brian McKnight, which is the sad part.
That just, I was better off not knowing that, because there are certain songs that I will never, not ever listen to again.
Yeah.
Because they came from him. He can go to hell.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to Back to One every time I feel sad. I don't give a fuck. It's the same way I am about R. Kelly. You could do all that shit and I hate you, but that song is gonna hit. If I'm getting fucked 12 days, it's gonna be somewhere in that playlist. I promise you. I don't care what nobody say. Grown, ain't nobody peeing on me, so the song don't bother me at all.
There it go.
Hey, you know what? All right. Well, you already
don't curtail your playlist because he's a dickhead. That's why you fucking up your own life. He made some good music.
I don't see. Here's my thing. I have a really hard time separating the art from the artist. If you are a piece of trash human being, I can't support your art. I just can't, because I feel like every time I turn you on Spotify, you getting however much you getting paid because I'm listening to it. And if I know that you are a piece of trash man that left your entire family and changed your name so that your first son is no longer your junior, but the child you had with this younger woman is now your junior. You're a trash human being, and I can't support anything that comes from you. I'm sorry.
Who did that?
Brian McKnight.
You get my church finger. You get the church finger. Ma'am,
Brian McKnight.
You can't say that and then eat Pop-Tarts, because Kellogg's is a horrible company.
Eat what?
Most of these corporations. Most of these corporations owned by Monsanto and BlackRock, and they're just out here to kill us. So if you really want to talk about it, you better not eat half the stuff in your house.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, go ahead and listen to that Brian McKnight. But to answer your
question, AK, yes, that's what he did.
He
left his family and got with this new lady and changed his whole name. His name was Brian something McKnight, and he changed it to Brian something or another and added a whole name so the child he's having with this younger lady can be his junior instead of the child that was actually his junior.
I mean, but technically, legally, that little nigga will always be Brian McKnight Jr.
And that was the point. He didn't want
you can say whatever you want to say.
Affiliated with
you
they're both
your whole family for a whole nother family.
I just feel like his name
Is the
should be
family
Junior
white?
Junior. Like it's a double Junior, because
Is the
he
family
can't.
is the
It's
family
always
Yeah,
white?
I'm gonna
gonna
have
be
to
two
look
juniors.
into that.
Yeah,
They
they're white.
something.
They
They
not
They
black.
ain't
white?
black.
Damn. Damn, Mr.
They
Mac
ain't black.
Knight. You wildin',
He
bro.
out here making kids my complexion. You know how black he is. Chill out.
That's terrible, Mr. Mac Knight.
Yeah, he got some great music though. That's what I'm saying. Like there's
Yeah.
a
No,
line
he
for
was
He got
good
everything,
then.
and
like
I
three
get what you're
good
saying.
songs.
Yeah, I mean there's a
He got
line for
like three
everything.
good
I get
songs.
what you're saying, sis, but you got to carry that all the way through. I promise you, there was a point where like everything in my house had hemp in it. I was getting hemp chairs, hemp grease for my hair, just to justify the fact that I smoked a pound of weed that month. Like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it all the way across the board. Like that's just the way I do shit.
Oh my goodness. I mean, hey, whatever your reason is, it was a reason.
Yeah, you know,
And that's all that
it
matters.
is
As
what
long
it
as
is.
it matters, as long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters.
Half the time it don't though. I just be doing shit.
Okay, well, you know what? That's fine
Yeah.
too. That's fine too. It's all
As
right.
long as I can admit it, right? You know.
Yeah,
It is,
it's okay. It's all right.
yeah.
It is all right.
They always say hindsight is 2020, but I've been wearing glasses since I'm little, so I don't know from 2020. I don't know. Yeah.
Child, listen. I've been wearing glasses all my adult life, and I still ain't seeing shit clearly. Okay.
See, that part. That part.
I
Okay.
still need a little extra.
I promise you.
Is
And
you
all
paying
this
attention?
they can't remember a damn thing. Look, it is what
Child.
it is. It is what it is.
That's okay though, because we getting better. We getting better.
Hey, yo, if I could,
At what point?
what's the next presidential election? Like, is that this year? Next year?
November this year.
This year.
November.
Mhm,
And
this year.
who are the candidates looking like? If I could, I don't
Trump
follow
and Biden. It ain't no candidates looking like it's Trump and Biden. That's it.
The fact that the presidential candidate is on trial and still allowed to run for president
Yo,
says a
can I
whole lot.
make a
He is innocent until
controversial
proven guilty in America because he's
can I
white.
make a
And I'm voting for
controversial
Trump if I
statement
vote.
real quick?
Go
Sure,
for it.
man.
I was just
We're
about to say
screwed
that
either way.
same thing. I was
Yep,
just
I
about
love
to
you,
say
Mwah.
that same thing.
We're
Yo,
screwed either way.
Trump got niggas paid. I wasn't one of them that was getting paid when Trump was in office, unfortunately, but
Oh, I got
Trump was
paid.
getting niggas paid.
I
So
got paid.
that's
Not
all
only
I'm
was
gonna
he getting
say. Get
niggas
him,
paid,
get the orange
but
man back in
Biden
office
is
because I want some
charging
of that
us
money
the
this
fuck
month.
up. Look, Biden is charging us the fuck up, and I'm sorry, sweetie, you're not gonna get much because you married, but it's okay. I was gonna say
I got
this before
kids,
too.
and it's a loophole. We're gonna talk about that in back chat though. But there's a
we got you.
loophole
We got
going
that.
on. We're gonna talk about that in back chat.
Shout out to my nigga Show Off in the comments. Shout out to Show Off. What's good?
Hey,
What's good?
he talking
Mr. Button
shit.
Pusher himself.
He talking shit.
He always it's so funny. It's so funny. I don't know why. Like, see, here's the thing. I just want to live and let live. I
Here's
don't
the
know
thing.
why people, him in particularly, why he be wanting to come for me. I just want to live and let live.
Pause.
That's all.
Pause.
Damn, phrasing. I was gonna say pause,
Right.
but
Boom.
phrasing.
Look, yeah, phrasing. Boom.
It's crazy.
You did it.
Saying,
Yeah,
and
I heard it. I said
before
pause like 4
before
times.
we speed past this, there is an H at the end of my name. So if you're gonna spell it
No,
correctly.
it's not.
Rashida.
That's all I'm saying.
Rashida.
That's all I'm saying.
Rashida.
All right, I got one more question, so let me bring everybody. Start with Keto on this one. All right, I wrote this down mad long ago. See if I could find out where I put it. Oh, there it is. All right, you can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Can't see me though, can you? Hold up. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Show Off sent a message to you though, because I love and respect you, so you gotta get it. I left the H off to piss you off. Shout out to Show Off.
All right.
All right, so check this out. Do you think that genetic engineering is ethical to enhance one's physical and or intellectual abilities? genetic engineering?
Oh, I think you're playing a dangerous game.
That's
I
it.
don't think that that's ethical at all,
Uh,
because just because you are pushing for a certain outcome does not mean that you are going to get it. And I think that we have learned that playing with genetics ain't always the best thing that we should be doing. I don't agree with that, because before you know it, people gonna be making sure they get light skinned babies. Like it, that ain't. I don't agree with that. I think we should leave that right where it is.
Heard.
Mm-mm.
Let's bring up AK. See if AK is available. Yo, you there, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna ask the question again, just for clip purposes. So, do you think that genetic engineering is ethical to enhance one's physical and or intellectual abilities?
Ethical, depends on what it's utilized for, right? Because if it's just
This
used
nigga.
and if it's just used in like everyday, I don't know. It gets sketchy because it like competitive purposes, like for athletes or things like that, I feel like it can be a slippery slope. If we talking on an intellectual level to where we can advance science and healthcare, or we can invent some type of robotics or something, things that can better us as humans or society, like things like that. But like I said, it gets slippery. Like if you can utilize it for competitive purposes and things like that, it starts becoming a little less ethical. I mean,
Understood, brother. Understood. Let's bring up Chris and see what Chris has to say.
Yo,
Yo. Is it ethical to fuck with people's blood cells and shit? It's like, nah,
absolutely.
you know the
Nah, absolutely it is. I don't give a fuck. You could it's absolutely ethical. Here's the thing, right? Y'all don't have any clue how many dark-skinned niggas I had to fuck to have these 4 beautiful caramel babies. If that's not genetic engineering, I don't know what is. People have a type for a reason. And whether they're doing it in a petri dish or they're doing it in the bed, it's still genetic engineering. So we're already doing it. Go for it.
Understood. Hold up. Before I bring anybody else back up, hold up. I'll bring everybody up. Let's just talk, Sam, before we close this out. Show off. I did send you the link, though, if you wanted to jump in real quick. I got a couple minutes left before I got to shut it down.
God.
What?
So, yeah, Show Off. I did send you the link. He said, my guy, AK.
No,
shout out to Show Off.
don't send Show Off the link. Don't do it.
Uh-oh. It's too late. I sent it
It's
to him. I
already
don't know
been
if you want to
done.
use it.
The
So hold
damage
up.
has been done.
While I got a couple viewers, let me do my guy some justice. Let me take this off. So if you have good credit, gotta have a good credit. A lot of us ain't even gonna make it past that one sentence right there, right? But if you got good credit, got a couple dollars, you go see my guy Isaac Bunton down at the Volkswagen, the Douglas Volkswagen in Summit, and he gonna look you out. He gonna hook you up. I went. I'm good. I'm 2024'd up, and you could be too. If your credit is right and you got a couple dollars, you can go down to the Volkswagen in Summit, the Douglas Volkswagen. Go see my guy Isaac Bunton. He'll take care of you. Now let me bring my people back up. Yeah. All right.
So here's the thing. Like,
Congratulations, sir.
I'm glad you said that though, because
Thank you.
the thing that I've been working on as of lately is I didn't realize when I was married, I didn't realize how important my personal credit was because I never had to use it. So I'm building it now,
Yeah.
and it's a process.
And for those
And
that
once I
don't
get
know,
it
good credit is
to where I
600
needed to
plus.
be, once I get it to where I need it to be, I will be going to go see him because I have a car right now and I'm sick of it. I want a new car.
Hold on, we got
I'm definitely going to go
something
see him.
happening. with the audio. I don't know what's going on with the
Oh
audio.
my God. Mr. left the H off.
I did 100%.
Show off in the building.
Let me tell
And,
you why that bothers me, because y'all see how my name is right there. It's right there. So I know you saw that H. Like it's right, where is it? Right there. Boom. Bow.
You know what the best part about that is, though? The reaction. Because before I typed, I actually backspaced and deleted and took the H off.
You're petty and you're childish. You're petty and you're childish. And I hope you bump your left toe, your pinky toe, on the corner of the bed before you get out.
Hey, listen, if I do, I'm going to get another one genetically engineered. I'll be all right.
My God. Get the lizard
Show
DNA,
off.
grow your toe back. I'm not mad, bro.
Yo, that was good, man. I miss y'all, man.
Yeah, we miss you
What's
too, man.
good,
Hope
y'all?
everything's going well with you, brother.
That is a fact.
That one human being.
Oh, yo, show off. We gotta ask Shaw. Hold up, because I remember what happened last time. Hold up, time out. Yo, you there? You can hear me, brother?
Absolutely, 100%.
All right. Do you believe that there needs to be 100% financial transparency in a serious relationship? Why or why not?
I believe with 100% honesty that there should not. So, 100% financial transparency. What I'll say is, we live in a time where, out of the genders, women are more, they are more accepting, and they want to be valued more than the men of the species. And if I continuously am transparent with my financials, reminding you all the time how much better I am at making money and how I have way more than you, it is a double-edged sword, and she will start to feel inadequate. And the last thing you want is a woman in your household feeling inadequate. Even if we are not equal, she needs to at least feel that she is close to it. And notice I use the word feel because that is the place they come from. So to me, I would much rather have a woman there that may be making $30,000 and make her feel like her $30,000 is 30 million, because it will bring more peace into my home. A lot of the times, honesty is asked for that people don't actually want.
So I have a question. I just have a question.
No, sir. First of all, that bitch work at McDonald's. Stop playing with me. You said $30,000. Cut it out. Okay. She feel like 30,000 is a million at any point. She's dumb. It don't have nothing to do with her feelings. She's just stupid. Like, okay, I'm done. I hear you. Go ahead. Whew.
So here's my question. First of all, would you be with a woman that made more money than you? Would you be okay with that?
Yes, because I would want to know how she did it.
What
That's
a simple answer.
Look, let me tell you, this is the thing, right?
That would take financial transparency, which you don't want. So never mind.
No, because transparency, look, to me, this is why I say that we think different, because transparency to me, if I'm dealing with a woman that makes more money than me, the reason I said I would want to know how she made it is because transparency says that she's going to show me. You see what I'm saying?
No, she's not.
Transparency
would mean that you would have to know that she makes more money than you. You would never know because she don't have to tell you based on what you said. So no, you would never know she makes more money than you because she's not transparent.
That's fine. Only because what she eat doesn't make me shit. In a relationship, a woman's money is her money and my money is ours, no matter how much we make. she could make 3 times more than me and still expect for me to pay for a date like she can't afford it.
Oh, that's I don't know what type of women you deal with,
That's
bro. That's a
different.
little
Yeah,
wild.
Nope.
so
Hey,
Yeah,
time out. Like I
that's a little
said,
wild.
my homeboy lives with a chick with his wife.
He got
He
a
makes
lower
Homosexual.
3 times as much as him.
yeah, I was
I
gonna say
think
you
it's
must have missed
50-50
out
over
earlier. I
there,
said, know what I mean, there was a point where my wife was making twice what I was making, know what I mean, and she wasn't out here treating me like no bitch nigga, know what I mean. It was just a equal thing, know what I mean. She still took care of things. She knew that when I had it, I could take care of it. It wasn't an issue. I mean,
You know
she
why though,
got
bro?
why.
The reason that it was is because regardless of what a woman makes, she still wants to know and feel and be secure in knowing she has a man competent enough to make things happen. She doesn't want a man around that she could claim on taxes at the end of the year.
That's funny as hell. I wish you would. You better not claim me on your goddamn taxes.
Nah,
Well, see, and I
I'm
started to say this
being
earlier,
dead
though. I
serious.
started to say this
I
earlier,
wish
though,
the
because
hell
with
she
that
would.
household
But
shit on
no,
taxes,
that's why
that's only if you're not married.
no, that's why
The
without
household is
anything
only if you're not married. So that's the only way that comes in.
how
Otherwise, if you're married filing together or married filing separately, either way you're married and your tax bracket is different. So yeah, it's really not. To me, the transparency comes in with wanting to understand that you have a partner in life. And I said this earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like partnership.
but
And I
that's
don't know if y'all remember, like one of the first times I did the pod, the question was, what does a man want from a woman? And chaotic, if you remember, my answer was control. Because a lot of men, I won't say all of y'all, but a lot of men want to be able to control the situation because you want to feel like a man, even though you claim that's where we're coming from. It's y'all's
no,
feelings
that's
that
not the
get
reason
hurt
we
when
want to
it comes to
control the
money.
situation. We want to control the situation because if you look at the history of the planet, we make better decisions.
Lies.
Bro, if we didn't make better decisions, you wouldn't even have a camera to look in to say what you're saying right
Lies.
now on a microphone and speaking. We make better decisions. We don't invest. Look, think about it like this, right? The majority of men will work their entire lives until they die to leave something behind for the people that they're responsible for. There's not a history of women who do that. Women are the
No, you don't think
consumers
so?
of listen, women are the consumers of resources, which is why a broke man with no resources can't get one. Listen to what
Every
listen to
single
what I'm saying.
man who invented every single thing that you're talking about, Mr. Left the H off, had a woman behind him making sure he had clean clothes, shoes that fit, socks
Yeah,
with no
but the
holes,
clothes didn't
drawers with
build
no
it.
shit stains,
The
because y'all don't know
clothes
how to
didn't
take
build
care of
it.
yourselves. So in order
the
for them to
clothes
work
didn't
hard
build
their
it.
whole life to invent stuff, they had to have a woman working harder behind them to make sure that they could invent stuff. So stop
hold on,
playing
let me
that
ask you a
game.
question. Let me ask you a
Stop
question.
playing that game.
Let me ask you a question. You think it's harder to invent something that never existed or fold a piece of clothing?
I think
What's
it's harder to deal with a nigga whose mind is worried about something that never existed than to fucking fold some clothes. I can fold my own clothes.
And this is why in the history of the planet there are more historical males than women. This is the point that I'm making. You're proving my point. Because think about it like this. Let me ask you this, right? No funny, right?
Always funny with you. Go ahead.
Right? Let's just say there was a decision that needed to be made, right? Matter of fact, let me just take it off of that, right? In relationships. There are women who in relationships because they weren't happy that day. Now imagine if this same woman was a world leader. The day she woke up not happy, she sent missiles to somebody that was an ally. Because she felt the ally was playing them.
You don't get that. I'm sorry.
How you are with anything is how you are with everything.
Which is absolutely not true.
It is true.
First of all,
if your car's dirty, listen, if your car's dirty, your house is dirty.
That's a bold untruth.
That's not, it's true.
So what you're telling me is, as a battle rapper show, if that's how you are on stage, the battles that I've seen you in, you're awful like that with your. That's what you're telling me. Because how you are in anything is how you are in everything. Then yeah, You're disrespectful as fuck at home, just like you are on the stage. That's crazy, bro. You can't
Have you
say
seen me
that.
stand across from a woman and disrespect her or men?
I say your wife.
No, I'm asking you. My wife. Hold on,
I
wait.
say your wife.
Listen. My wife is a woman. Have you?
I've only seen you
across-
battle men.
Exactly.
minute.
I've
So
only
then
seen
why,
you battle
hold on,
men.
why would a woman who's the opposite of a man get the treatment that a man gets?
Because if she's standing on that stage, you're gonna fucking flame her too. So stop it.
Which is why she's not an entertainer, and I am.
Okay, there are a lot of women in battle rap, but okay, if you say
But
so.
have you seen me stand across from them?
I haven't seen you stand
Is
across
that
from certain men
intentional though?
as well. It doesn't
Scott, no,
right.
is
It
that
doesn't.
intentional?
No, it's not intentional. It's just that I go where the checks are, and that's usually not where the checks are. It's no
Understood.
shade. That's just like the WNBA. I love the traction that they getting right now. You know what I'm saying? They really turning up. But at the end of the day,
Nah, fuck them Adam's
they
apple
put the
having ass
NBA in
bitches.
debt. They put
Y'all
the
ain't
NBA
never
in
look
debt.
at Caitlin Clark's throat. That bitch got an Adam's apple just like Brittany
That's
Griner.
a
Get the
nigga.
fuck out of here.
That's
Them
a
niggas in the WNBA need to fucking raise the hoop. Fuck them niggas.
Let me tell you something. I don't think Angel Reese a man, but Caitlin Clark, that's a nigga.
Now watch this.
Caitlin Clark
Now
and
you see,
Brittany Griner, the two that got
Hey,
them the
chaotic.
most shine in the last 4 years, is both men. Fuck them.
Brittany Griner is paying child support for a baby her wife conceived during their marriage.
She's a man.
Listen, this
She's
the
a
thing,
man,
though.
bro.
Now you see how
That's why
you see
she was
how-
in jail in
Wasn't
Russia.
her baby.
Right.
I just want to
That's
point
why
one
she
thing
was
out.
in jail in Russia. Because she's a man. I seen that
Look.
bitch with her shirt off. No scar. How you ain't got no scar? You got a double mastectomy. Figure that shit
Look.
out.
Hey, chaotic. I just want to point one thing out.
Yeah.
Do you see how sporadic the topics went to 3 different things from what we were saying?
Yeah, because we can
Now, this is
multitask and you
exactly
can't. It's
why
okay.
I say you do not put them in certain positions, or if you are making more money, you make them feel like the piece they making is just astronomical. Because if you don't, you're gonna have problems
But
under
you
that
would
roof.
never know if she is or if she isn't making more money because there is no financial transparency.
But we
That
wouldn't
was my
care.
point
You
in
know
the first
why?
place.
Because all men understand that the money we make is for us, and the money she makes is for her. The only time, think
So
about it
it's
like this.
never.
I
So let me
never
ask you
heard of
this.
that
Time it's
before.
not like that. The only time that it's not like that is if you got a guy that's around and he may not be where he needs to be yet, and he may need a woman's assistance to get there.
Oh,
But
y'all need our
even
help now.
Even when he arrives, hold on, look, even when he arrives there, those rules will go right back to the norm with him
No.
fronting the bill and being
You're bugging.
responsible for the financial part of things.
You, sir, are outside of your scope, but it's okay. I love you
No,
anyway.
think about it. I've seen women,
No.
I've seen a plethora of women, the majority, I won't say all, but the majority of women will argue against 50-50. Not y'all, but the majority of women will argue against 50-50. And it just always amazed me how all these women are against 50-50 until it's time for a divorce.
Chaotic. Damn. Oh, damn.
The only women that are arguing against 50-50 are broke women. Because everything that you
part.
have to do with him, you have to do without him. So
The
what
average
Correct.
woman
difference
makes
does it make?
$28,000 a year in America. The average woman.
I'm not average.
They're all
Look, I
broke.
ain't average,
'Cause
so I
they
guess
are.
that ain't a problem.
But that I understand. But this is what I'm saying. If the majority of women are broke, right? That's the reason
I
that
figured it out.
yes,
I figured it out. Show
28,000
off.
a year.
Can you
Wait,
do
what
me
you
a favor,
figure out?
baby? Look, can you do me a favor, show off?
I said
When
majority.
you're around when you're around these women, can you act like we're not average and speak to us like we're not average, and then maybe we can agree? Because you
But
be
the
right a
topic
lot of the
isn't the topic
time,
isn't
but then
about
it
you.
veers so far left. It's like this nigga here.
The
Like, I don't
topic
be
isn't
knowing.
about you. The topic is about majority because the exceptions don't make the rule. We got to have a conversation about who most things apply, most people apply to it. You know what I'm saying? We can't have a conversation about the smaller percentage, even if we was in college right now and I wrote a paper and I wrote my thesis on the smaller percentage or something, I would get an F.
It depends on what you was writing about, but I understand your point.
Where's Bond? All I'm saying is y'all are outliers. Y'all are not the norm. You get what I'm saying? That's why I always salute y'all, because y'all don't just talk stuff. Y'all lives show that y'all about something. Y'all lives show you get up and go get it on a day-to-day. But the majority of women, bro, they skill set is learning lashes and makeup on YouTube. They all
that's
do it.
bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? All of them
But
doing the
see,
same
here's the
thing.
thing. And yeah, right before you came, I was saying that it's all transactional, especially, you know, with young women. It's very much so a societal norm for marriage to be transactional, which is why I disagree with what you're saying about the transparency, because it really does kind of make your housewife a hoe to just be
How?
paid because you're paying for her everything. You're
No,
paying
but
for her pussy. You're paying for her head. You're
are your
paying for her
children,
clothes, her hair, her nails, her
young whores?
everything.
Are
That's a
your
whore.
children young whores?
That's what a pimp does.
So
That's what a
listen,
pimp does for a prostitute.
are your children young whores? Because we paying for everything for them too.
No, your children are children, and they're not
Then what is
hopefully
the
giving up
difference?
no pussy to nobody.
But that's the thing. That's because you're trying to pedestalize box like that's not for sale for $40. You can't pedestalize something that people are practically giving away. You got actual whores out here that give it away for free.
And niggas is giving away dick for free. So
but
again,
but look, we don't pedestalize D. You know what I'm saying?
sure
We
you
don't do
You're
that. Y'all act
pedestalizing
like,
it right now by saying because I have a dick, I don't have emotion. Because I don't have emotion,
I
I'm
never
better at
said
making
those
money.
words.
Nigga, we get it.
I never said those words. You did. All I'm saying is this.
You all right over there, chaotic?
No, I'm good. I'm enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying I'm like
No,
Hey,
I'm
hey,
just
hold
saying,
on,
tell me when I'm
real
wrong.
quick. Sean, you just said something that I gotta disagree
And
with.
I'll continue to speak
You
up.
said
I feel like you're wrong.
we
It's
don't
not.
put
I feel as
the D
though
on the
what you're
pedestal.
saying
I
in regards
definitely
to taking a woman who makes $30,000, which where if you're making anywhere near six figures, you're not fucking with a big bitch making 30,000. So let's start there.
It's not true.
And then
a man making
I'm
money
sorry,
doesn't care about your
sorry for
money.
that, nigga.
They'll get with somebody in the Wendy's drive-thru if she's more peaceful than you and you a millionaire. That's what you don't understand. You're coming from a woman's perspective. You're coming from a woman's perspective where you think that your money matters. Your money don't matter. That's not your primary
No,
currency
but
to a man.
my
Your
perspective is
primary
not that
currency
my
to a
money
man.
don't that my money matters. It's that his doesn't.
Listen real quick. Your primary currency to a man is youthfulness, the ability to produce children, how kind you are, how peaceful you are to be around, and how much of a pleasure it is to be in your presence. And all of that comes before money, which is why no man ever looked at a woman and said, "Oh, I can't mess with her. She's broke." His mind is already genetically
because he's thinking about the box. Box is rich with juice. Her box is rich with juices, nigga. He's thinking about.
No, he doesn't care about that. You want
That's
him to
not
care
true.
about that so bad. So hold on, wait. Let me ask you a question. Real quick, right? If a man could pay for a prostitute, a maid, and he didn't want to have children, what would he need a woman for?
You gotta tell me. That's
I'm asking,
you know
I'm
everything.
asking you this. I'm asking you this.
I definitely what they paying for when they get married, which is why they gotta pay when they get divorced.
That's not answering the question. I'm asking you if a man was.
I answered your question. If a man wants a prostitute with no kids and a maid, and he can pay for that, why would he want a woman? I said
need one. Need one.
Who said y'all need? We had this argument before. We're not gonna go through the difference between want and need.
No,
I'm never gonna say nobody need nobody else because I'm not because I don't feel like anybody needs anybody else. So I'm not gonna answer that question. How about that?
But that's not true either. We gotta get past that men don't need women and women don't need men. Because we do need each other to coexist.
We need each other. Even past coexistence.
Without men and women. We need each other. Like I don't care what nobody say.
We do. That's the thing. The reason I asked that question is because with a mindset that says that box is that valuable, even though, first off, you know what creates value on this planet? When something is rare.
Scarcity.
It can't be, hold on real quick. It can't be valuable if every one of your species is born with one. It can't be valuable. You have horny dudes out here that will blow your head up with lies to make you feel like it's on a higher pedestal than it actually is. But to the men that's living on their purpose, that's not even something that's considered because they already done judge what category they're going to put you in before they smash. based on how
Okay.
you are as a human being. That's the point I'm making. For a guy who really got his stuff together, he does not care, and he's not vetting you or sifting through these group of women based on how financially stable they are, because in his mind, that's why he worked hard to get the money in the first place, because he knew it was going to be other people he would have to take care of to extend his legacy. That's the difference. Women are not, it's cool to get the money, but if that was the case and getting money was a flex for a woman, why do they complain when they have to take care of a man? Isn't that what you worked hard for? No, you worked hard to say you got it, not to say I got it to take care of a grown man. That's the difference between us as people. Our nature is, let me go out and get it so that I can take care of this woman right here and these children we gonna have, and make sure that we all right, because this is my job. Y'all don't look at taking care of a man as a job. You look at it as a punishment.
And I
You know what
will,
I'm saying? That's why
I will give you that. I'm not saying that we look at it as a punishment, but hear me out. I guess the reason why I feel how I feel, show off, is because the majority of men are out here having children and they ain't got shit. So you talking from this idealistic view the same way
That's
you
not
tell me
true
I
either.
am. But there's a
That's
bunch
not
of broke
true
ass
either.
niggas out here that ain't never made a dime and got 8 kids.
That's
So
not true either.
bruh,
Let me look. Do you know that the majority of children that are born, all of them are being had by less than 20% of the men around the world? Do you know how hard it is for a man to have sex, period? Because you talking about it like it's an easy thing to do, and it's not. It's not easy at all for a man to get sex. You think it's easy because lived experience says you never had to go out to get sex. It was always offered to you because men wanted to have it with you. That's why it's not going to seem hard or difficult. But think about it like this, right? How many men on a day-to-day have you said no to?
okay.
Right? Now,
Yeah.
out of
Who
all
the
the
fuck
men
got
that are
AOL?
look,
Y'all
that's what I
hear that?
understand. I understand that, but think about it like this, right? If you turning down all these men, every woman is turning down all these men. Only a finite amount of men get a chance to actually experience women, period. That's why less than 20%, all of these, that small percentage of dudes having all the kids, because women all want the same type of guy when you write it down on paper or when you look at it physically. Most men are invisible to most women because they feel like they don't qualify, because the majority of men on the planet are just not up there. You know what I'm saying? And then
okay, so real quick, remember when we was going back and forth in the comments earlier a little while ago, and I said to you, you can be right, but it helps me to believe that you're right if you can state your source. I'm not saying you're wrong, but if you can provide a source, that would be
blackdemographics.com.
that
Look,
would be helpful.
stats about black people for black people by black universities, HBCUs, some of the brightest professors on the planet, right?
Oh yeah, drop
And
that in
even
the chat for sure.
yeah, drop that. Yeah, for sure. Drop it in the chat. Blackdemographics.com. And now you know what the crazy part is? 60+% of men are middle class, single, and childless. But they don't get a chance to extend their legacy because they invisible. And the other percentage of men are gay and married. Word is born.
What's the number on that one? He said the other percentage. So the rest of 40% is gay.
That's
Like,
a
wait a
funny.
minute.
That was
Gay and married, meaning that they wouldn't be in that pool of women in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
And I get your point, and I'm not even gonna question your stats right now because I've gone through that too. And what I'm saying to you is we all know that there is at least one dude in every male crew who has a bunch of babies but ain't never made no money. And that's all I was saying before. I get what you're saying. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right when you say that women don't look at it as hard to get dick because we're turning it down all the time. So I've never looked at it from that point of view. But the reality is, it still doesn't take away the idea that, at least for me, transparency equals honesty. And if I'm going to partner with anyone in life, then there has to be honesty. So I would just agree to disagree with you because you don't feel like that's necessary in your relationship. You see what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's not about whether or not you're right or I'm right or who's right. It's about we have a difference of opinion. Because
No, for
my
sure.
opinion is transparency is honesty to me. And
No, for
honesty
sure.
is paramount. It's
You want me to tell
above
you
above.
why? You want me to tell you why that's my stance? Honestly, it's because life experience, right? Being a bunch of different places and meeting a bunch of different characters. One thing that has been universal across this whole spectrum is everyone asks for honesty, right? But every person, including every person on this panel, can recall a time that they were just being honest with someone and they took your honesty as disrespectful. Because everybody can't handle what they're asking for. You know what I'm saying? I remember sitting across from a woman years ago, bro, and we was, you know what I'm saying, about to get in that mode where we was gonna do us. And I looked at her and was like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like I smelt you when you opened your pants. I don't want to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? And she went on a whole tangent and just started. She felt totally violated and disrespected and got all loud and boisterous and disrespectful and all this. And I'm like, yo, this is why men lie to y'all, because if you punish the truth, never ask for it. That's what I'll say. If women made it a point to be able to be told the truth and not take it offensively, then men would be more honest with y'all and more open with y'all. But a lot of the times, our honesty, you could say, is because we got a deep voice. You could say it because we may tower over you or whatever it is. But our honesty is always taken as a disrespectful thing, regardless of how we deliver it. And a lot of the times, that's because on the upbringing, y'all are not told the truth when y'all are being raised. Y'all not told that it's gonna be some trash dudes that talk a good game, don't fall for it. Y'all not being told that the same square is gonna be the one that's gonna hold you down for real and love you how you want to be loved, but you may not be attracted to him. Y'all not told those things. You know what I'm saying? Life experience is gonna tell y'all those things. You know what I mean? But
And when you say y'all, you mean women in general, correct?
no, just not all, just women,
Just
like
women in general.
just in general. That's it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Not because
I
it's
was gonna
definitely
say,
not
'cause
all.
yeah,
Definitely not
that's
all. I don't put
that's
y'all in the
not
category of a
always
lot
true.
of women out here. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't put y'all in the category of a lot of women out here because y'all mindset is not the same as most women that men would encounter. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Sure.
Y'all are more open-minded and y'all are more on the logical side. Of course, there's emotional moments, but y'all are more like overall on a more logical side, and y'all are thinkers. You know what I'm saying?
We most
Here's the thing
women
I
in this group
always
have
say
been through a
about
lot of
honesty.
masculine issues. Let me say something real quick, Rashida, before
Go
you
ahead.
get serious. Show off. I want to come to you today and sincerely apologize to you that bitch came out with her pussy still. Yeah, she knew what the fuck she was doing. That is horrible. That is a fucking horrible story to tell. She was disrespectful and she deserved whatever you did.
Especially
For
because
real. Well, don't fuck her because ain't no telling she need a doctor if you smell it through the jeans, nigga. That's crazy.
Look, especially because she only got the zipper down. The pants ain't even
Yeah,
off
that's what I'm
yet.
saying. If you can smell
That
it
is
through the
zipper.
jeans, nigga. That's
Yo,
an
that's
awkward
crazy.
right there. That ain't even a douche.
I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
So
that's
I
lie.
wild.
apologize to you on her behalf
Disrespected.
from all womankind. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I felt wild disrespected. I'm over here. I smelled that. I was in my mind. I was like, yo, this what you thought I deserved?
That was funny. Hold 1 second, show off. Look, that was hilarious. We're gonna keep recording. We're gonna keep talking. No, we're gonna keep talking. I'm gonna stop the live. I gotta cut the live here, but we're gonna continue the conversation amongst ourselves. SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/ nothing left to do but win. We're gonna continue the conversation. Thank y'all for tuning in. This was a conversation. That's all it was. It's your boy. Peace. And we